I'm Brooks, and today it's about the dish. Man, we are doing shrimp bisque for you. Hey, I'm gonna use the shrimp bodies to make this beautiful, beautiful stock. We're gonna use some shrimp to make a nice fume as well. We're gonna add it all together with some cream. It's gonna be really great. We're gonna season it up good, but that's the whole goal. You guys, come on, let's go in the kitchen. We're gonna get busy right now. It's about the dish. So excited to have you guys in the Chef Brook's kitchen today. We're gonna do a really simple chicken pasta dish, nice and super simple beauty right there. That's made with so much love. I'm so glad that you're with me today. I hope you're having a great day, man. We are doing one of my favorite dishes today. This is gonna be shrimp bisque. So let's get busy. I wanna show you what we gotta do here. I got some butter in my hand. This is some Hiland Dairy unsalted butter. I'm gonna add this butter here right to my skillet. I've got my skillet already turned on. It's down to low. I wanted to make sure that it was hot so that when I got ready, it would start the process right away. We need a couple of things. So we're using these shrimp bodies right here to make some stock for our bisque. That's the flavor that bisque has. When they bring out shrimp bisque or lobster bisque to your table, the flavor in that liquid is what makes it. And this is where that flavor comes from, those bodies. And so we're gonna use those to make stock. But we also need a little bit of fume, and that fish fume is just a stock is all it is. And so we're gonna make a little bit of our own shrimp stock, and I'm gonna use just a really fume, a little fish water basically. And this is, I'm gonna add about a handful of the shrimp that we're going to use in the bisque, and we'll cook these in butter later and serve them up. But we want to flavor this water here real good with our shrimp. And I'm going to get rid of this guy. I have some salt and pepper that I'm going to add with a little bit of garlic. And so once those shrimp turn pink right there, they're going to be ready. That water's going to be ready. It does not take very long to extract the flavor from the shrimp with the water, with the hot water. So once those are pink and done, they'll be ready to go. And you can see that my butter is starting to pop here, so I'm good to go. I'm gonna add my shrimp bodies right to that butter. These do need a little bit of salt because they do come out of the ocean, so they do have some salt, but we're gonna add just some salt and pepper right to that. And I've got that baby on high. What I really wanna do here is just get them mixing up real good. I want these to become pink and look like they were on the outside of one of those big shrimp, and that makes sure the shrimp is done. And they're gonna act just like they do when they're, when there's a shrimp still inside them. They're gonna curl up and they're gonna turn pink. And what we're doing is just getting that flavor to concentrate with that butter. And that's gonna be beautiful right there. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this guy right here. We're gonna take our shrimp bodies and we're gonna move them right out of that pot. Okay, now that's still good and hot. We're gonna take a little bit more butter and add it right to that before we return it to the fire. About a half a stick, right back into the hot pot. And we're gonna put it right back on the flame. Because we need that flavor, we're gonna add carrots. We're gonna add an onion right to that same pot that those bodies were in. We're gonna let that butter melt real good. And we want really a translucent color on this. We want those to really start to brown a little bit. I'm gonna add some seasoning to it because we add seasoning to everything. Every portion of the dish has to have seasoning to it. And we're just going to cook this for about maybe 3 minutes, 4 minutes or so, and let it start to get brown. When we get back in here, you guys, we're going to put our bodies back in here, get it ready to go in the puree. All of that has to be pureed together along with some liquid. So we're going to get it all set up for you. Y'all hang out. We'll be back in just seconds. We got to get those shrimp bodies really cooked down. We want them to turn pink, just like they were cooked shrimp.
In the morning when I rise, I know I've got you on my side. You're good for me, so naturally. And I can't wait for that fresh taste of richness you bring. I like the way you make me feel.
Hiland Dairy knows that a good life is a collection of happy moments shared with family and friends. Make your moments more memorable with products that are wholesome and delicious, naturally.
I'm Jim Cash III, owner of the Diamond Center. I invite you to come visit us for all your jewelry needs, including celebrations, purchases, repurposing, or jewelry repairs. The Diamond Center offers the largest selection of engagement rings in the area, along with complete custom design for all those special occasions. My family's legacy in jewelry goes back 4 generations. We strive for excellent customer service, integrity in our pricing, and jewelry of the very best quality and craftsmanship. This is all backed by our exclusive free lifetime warranty. Come see us at the Diamond Center, celebrating a legacy of love.
So many people have a real struggle to find their place in the world. But you know, I've helped thousands of people as a real estate and lifestyle expert. As a result of that, I really understand the personalized nature and process of discovery.
Man, I feel like I found a really nice home here, for sure.
Well, and that's why I bring people inspiration that you provide, so you can stimulate their hearts and minds.
Yes, their stomachs as well. I'm a stomach guy, man.
Me too. Contact me. Let's spend some time exploring your hopes and dreams. Then I'll go out and find it for you.
At Chef Brook's Catering, we take pride in our food and our service. Whether your event is large or small, in-home or on location, our team of culinary pros is ready to make your event beautiful and delicious. We do all things culinary. Give us a call or find us online at chefbrookscatering.com. The shrimp bodies are really important to the dish. They're going to give it a certain texture. Body, really, that are just a really smoothness, but we're going to grind it up and we're going to take away all of those solids. Okay, so look at that. How beautiful that looks. We're getting some nice translucence on that. You can let it brown off if you want to. It's totally up to you. Nobody's ever going to see it anyway because it's going to be pureed in the mix. So it really doesn't matter. If you want to get a little bit of extra butteriness out of that, you can let it brown up. I'm always going to scrape up those souks off the bottom. But we're going to add our bodies right back in. Now this is going to bring body to the dish. The bodies here, along with the carrots and the onions, give the bisque a body. It gives it a texture. And because we're going to grind this up and it's going to have that water to it, that liquid, then we'll add some cream to it in a little while. But this, once we grind these up, it's going to be really, really good, along with that water we got right there, and a little bit more. But we're going to add our brandy. Going to give it good flavor. And then white wine. Going to make sure that we get all of that incorporated really, really good. Be real careful. If you're using open flame, that brandy will flame up on you. So you got to be real careful. But we want to get that back to a boil. And we got these guys here done as well. So our fume, our water, is ready to go once we get ready to finish our dish. Here's the dish on bisque. It is typically a shellfish thickened soup that is finished with cream. Vegetable soups can also be called bisque because of their smooth, creamy finish. I love using shrimp to make my bisque. These tiger shrimp are beautiful. They're called tigers because of that stripe on their side. They come in many sizes and can be used in many, many ways. So, it doesn't matter what you're making. If it's a split pea bisque, if it's an asparagus bisque, you're making shrimp bisque, or if you're doing a really nice pumpkin bisque. There are a couple of key things. Make sure that your stock is really good, and make sure that you have a smooth, creamy finish. So what we're gonna do here, we got the blender ready. If you have an immersion blender, that works really well. It's a good thing to have, but we're gonna use our blender, and we got the strainer over there because we're gonna get rid of all of those bodies. All of the solids are gonna go away. But we're gonna add this right to our blender. Be real careful. You might wanna pour it away from yourself. We'll get all that okay, it's all right. I didn't burn myself. We're gonna add some of that liquid right to it. Be real careful. Don't burn yourself. Pour it away from yourself, chef. We're gonna put our lid on and grind that up. We'll give it the speed, but this will give body to our soup. It's gonna make it really, really a texture that we can't get without it. Slow that bad boy down just a little bit, because we're gonna get all of this in there. Be real careful. This is one of those jobs that just has to happen in the kitchen. We'll take those, because we want those in there too. That's that texture we're looking for. We'll get that baby right back up. We want to make sure we grind up the last of those shrimp. Now, what we're going to do is take our fine strainer. You can use a cheesecloth for this if you'd like, but we have to strain out all the solids. And we're just really going to let that happen naturally. So when we get back, we're gonna get our shrimp that's gonna go in the bottom of our bowl. We're gonna get it ready. It's gonna be really nice and buttery. We're gonna add our cream to this, and we're gonna make a beautiful dish. Y'all stick around, we'll be back in just a bit. A bisque is really a soup that is strained of all of its ingredients except for the liquid. It's typically left like velvet once you strain it out, typically done with a cheesecloth.
Woo, that was an awesome game.
If you're looking for the best Chicago-style pizza in the area, you found it. Best pizza in town.
It's the best lunch special around.
Games are always on.
And of course, Gusano's signature happiest hour.
For more information on our specials and events, go to gusanos.pizza.
See you at Gusano's.
In the morning when I rise, I know I've got you on my side. You're good for me, so naturally. And I can't wait for that fresh taste of richness you bring. I like the way you make me feel. Yeah.
Hiland Dairy knows that a good life is a collection of happy moments shared with family and friends. Make your moments more memorable with products that are wholesome and delicious, naturally.
Dreaming of owning an RV? Well, now is the time to add a little comfort to your vacations by investing in your home away from home. Make your dream come true with Wheels RV, the #1 new RV dealer in Northwest Arkansas. We carry brands like Grand Design, Brinkley, Flagstaff, No Boundaries, and Vibe. Seek, explore, discover with Wheels RV. Find us 5 miles west of I-49 under the Tontitown Water Tower.
I'm Jim Cash III, owner of the Diamond Center. I invite you to come visit us for all your jewelry needs, including celebrations, purchases, repurposing, or jewelry repairs. The Diamond Center offers the largest selection of engagement rings in the area, along with complete custom design for all those special occasions. My family's legacy in jewelry goes back 4 generations. We strive for excellent customer service, integrity in our pricing, and jewelry of the very best quality and craftsmanship. This is all backed by our exclusive free lifetime warranty. Come see us at the Diamond Center, celebrating a legacy of love.
Welcome back. So let's get our shrimp ready. So what we're doing with this, we're gonna put some shrimp down in the bottom of our bowl. And these are like 26, 30 count. The bigger the number, the smaller the shrimp. The smaller the number, the bigger the shrimp. So these are about the middle of the road right here. It's a 26-30, and that's 26 to 30 shrimp per pound. So when you get down into the, the tens, that's 10 shrimp per pound. So that's, imagine that from a 26 to 30, it's just bigger. So the smaller that number, the bigger shrimp. We got brown butter that we're gonna add our shrimp right to. And I got that bad boy turned down to low. We want that to just kind of cool that pan off a little bit. I'm gonna chop up just a few more. And these are tiger shrimp. I love using the tiger shrimp. They have that stripe on them, and that's why they call it a tiger, because of that stripe. And I just want to get those really going good. Season it with salt and pepper. I'm going to hit it with some tomato paste, about a tablespoon. And really get that in. We want that tomato paste to start having an aroma. Get some flavor. You'll be able to smell it, but just get it blended in real good. And this is our bisque right here. This is the guts of the bisque. It is just simmering. I want it to start reducing. So once I've got it to a boil now, I'm gonna turn it down, just let it simmer while we finish up the shrimp. And it looks really good, the color that I wanted. We're just gonna get rid of some of those bubbles. And we're gonna have some help with that too, because we're gonna use some heavy whipping cream. But that's gonna be good. And I wish you could smell that. And so this is gonna go in the bottom of our bowls once we get ready to plate. And so we do have some heavy whipping cream right here. I'm gonna get that hot and ready to go. I got it right there. You want the cream to be hot so that it doesn't curdle once you add it to the warm liquid. So this bisque is at a boil. If I were to add the heavy whipping cream right into that, it would just curdle. That's what happens to cream when you flash heat it. It just curdles automatically. And we don't want that to happen. So we want our cream to be warm, resembling the temperature of our bisque. And that's doing great. We're gonna make sure that these get good and done. And we're gonna take it out because we're adding the bisque right into our bowl. So we'll put these guys down in the bottom, a little fancy, We'll put these guys down in the bottom of our bowl and then pour our bisque in over the top. A little garnish and it's gonna be delish. That smells so good. the aroma of the tomatoes, that's what I'm getting right now. That's what's smelling so good to me, that aromatic of that tomato. And it's adding good color, and it's going to be some good flavor to it. It'll give good color to the bisque as well. That is great. I'm going to get my cream really nice and warm here, get it ready to go. You guys, when we get back, we're going to make a nice bowl. I promise you, this dish is going to make your family so happy. The work we put in with the shrimp bodies to make this portion of it is just going to be worth it. It gives so much flavor to the dish. I promise they're going to love it so much. Y'all hang out. We'll be back. We're going to finish this up and we'll get back.
So many people have a real struggle to find their place in the world. But you know, I've helped thousands of people as a real estate and lifestyle expert. As a result of that, I really understand the personalized nature and process of discovery.
Man, I feel like I found a really nice home here, for sure.
Well, and that's why I bring people inspiration that you provide, so you can stimulate their hearts and minds.
Yes, their stomachs as well. I'm a stomach guy, man.
Me too. Contact me. Let's spend some time exploring your hopes and dreams. Then I'll go out and find it for you.
At Chef Brook's Catering, we take pride in our food and our service. Whether your event is large or small, in-home or on location, our team of culinary pros is ready to make your event beautiful and delicious. We do all things culinary. Give us a call or find us online at chefbrookscatering.com.
Dreaming of owning an RV? Well, now is the time to add a little comfort to your vacations by investing in your home away from home. Make your dream come true with Wheels RV, the #1 new RV dealer in Northwest Arkansas. We carry brands like Grand Design, Brinkley, Flagstaff, No Boundaries, and Vibe. Seek, explore, discover with Wheels RV. Find us 5 miles west of I-49 under the Tontitown Water Tower.
Once I take the shrimp out, I'm gonna add the warmed cream right to that same stock pot. I wanna get all of those beautiful soups out of the bottom of that pot. So I want you to check it out. So what I did was take the shrimp out of this stock pot right here. Okay, it had the tomato paste in it, it had the shrimp in it, we seasoned it up, and the cream that we had warming up, after I took the shrimp out, I added it right into this stock pot, okay? The reason why, I wanted to get all the soups out of the bottom of that pot, all of that tomato paste love that's in the bottom of that pot. I wanted to make sure I got it with the cream, okay? And so it's just about combining the two now. It's gonna just give it that thickness that we're looking for. And man, be real careful with this. Make sure that you always pour away from yourself when you're doing something like this. Our cream has the same temperature as our bisque. We just wanna combine the two flavors. I'm gonna turn that guy all the way down, as low as I can get it. You want to just get this to a simmer, The longer you let it simmer, the more bound up it'll be, the thicker it'll be, the better it'll just have more flavor. And now this is what our shrimp looked like once they came out of that pot. So what I'm gonna do is take a glove here. I always use these in the kitchen. They work really, really good. I'm gonna take my glove and I'm gonna add some of that shrimp right to the bottom of that bowl. I know that bisque traditionally is supposed to be just smooth, but nowadays you got to have a little body with your bisque. I like to add a little body to it. I'm going to take some of those dry thyme leaves. I'm going to add them right in by just crushing them up with my hand best I can, right in the bottom. Just try not to get any of the stems in there. We just want a little bit. Now we'll grab our ladle. This dish is fun to make. There's a lot of components you have to do to it, certainly, but it's a fun dish to make. It smells so good in here. I'm just telling you right now, it smells so good. And so I'm really gonna make sure that I give it a good stir. Again, you wanna let this simmer. Let it simmer 15 minutes or so till it gets to be a really smooth, velvety texture. Make sure you check it for salt and pepper. And I'm actually gonna just add some right here because I feel like I didn't quite get what I should. So we'll add a little bit right here. You can add some crushed red pepper flake to this if you want for a little bit of spice to it. But once I get that, we're gonna add it right over our shrimp. Just like that. I want to make sure that I leave the shrimp where you can still see them in the bottom. It looks great. We'll finish that up. Just a little bit of that dry thyme. And there you go. There's that beautiful shrimp bisque. Turned out so good. About the dish. That's exactly what we did. We made it about the dish today. What a beautiful bisque that we made. Man, the shrimp in the bottom with some spice to them, a little bit of that tomato paste, really great flavor. It gave the whole dish some love and attention. Man, not your typical bisque either. We had a velvet smoothness to it, yes, but we also added that shrimp just to give it some love. I'm really proud of this. Listen, I hope you'll try this recipe. It's one that your family are really gonna enjoy, I think. Man, you guys, thank you so much for being with me. Check us out all over the place. We're all over social media. I'm Chef Brooks. It's about the dish.